Well, my industry field site is a different place from the rural town where Tom did his research. And as we shall see, people have totally different ideas about the uses of social media. Over 2/3 of the local population of this small factory town in southeast China are Chinese rural migrants from the inland rural areas. It is said that the biggest migration in human history has been this movement of over 200 million Chinese peasants from villages to factory towns and cities. Although one of the factors is the desire to earn more money, however, the differences in income is much less than most people realize. And especially for those new, younger rural migrant people, the migration is more about a search for different kind of life which is unavailable in countryside, far away from places such as Shanghai. People in cities still describe peasants or rural migrants as having low 素质, which basically means low human quality. Many of the migrant workers I met in this small factory town have such a strong desire to develop themselves to become urban or modern. However, just by physically moving to a factory town did not automatically make them urban. Instead, they undertook a far longer-term transformation of themselves and their lives, to which social media has become the key. The urban rich live in villas and drive fast cars. We can't afford all those, but we are using the same smartphones. Weida is definitely not alone. To many, smartphones represent far more than just communication technologies. In the following clip, you will see how even rural migrant children share the same views.
手机上的，那谁有苹果手机啊？
我妈妈。
你妈妈有苹果手机啊？你妈妈苹果手机你会不会玩的？
我叔叔也有苹果手机。
我也有手机啊，手机没备注。那你以后要用什么手机？
苹果手机。我也要来，我也要，我也想来。
啊，你也来一张吧，好吧。
Many factory workers told me that they were taught to use both the internet and QQ by fellow workers in the factory. Previously, many of them had even no chance to touch a computer in their home village. People explained to me that the most important thing with those images on their QQ profile was to be cool and be modern. They also achieved this by posting images which they describe as anti-mainstream, which they use to rebel against tradition. Social media is used to craft images that place these Chinese rural migrants in a fantastical modern world that is far more appealing than their actual offline lives. For example, these images a young factory worker posted on her Q-zone. Whereas this is the room where she lives. One day, when working with her QQ in this room, she said, "Life outside the mobile phone is unbearable." Life outside the mobile phone is unbearable. This remark forced me to think about the question, where do people live? Yes, they move all the way from their original villages to be geographically closer to a modern world. However, it seems that it is online they actually arrive there. So, alongside the rural to urban migration, the offline to online migration seemed to be a more efficient way for those Chinese rural migrants to achieve their aspirations towards modernity. I think we should understand where people live without assuming that the offline is necessarily more real than the online.